Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Mhairi Black, much to the relief of many, is leaving Westminster come the next election, whenever that shall be, probably October, but it may be as early as May. She's upping sticks, she's no longer standing as an MP, and the House of Commons will smell slightly better and be less riddled with white Colombian Kit Kat powder. Anyway, she's going, but it's often been thought that she wants to go and become an MSP for the SNP up in Holyrood. However, given comments that she's made, that may not be the case. It may be she's going to leave politics altogether. It may be that the SNP don't particularly want her anymore. There's all sorts of things going on. But she's made some comments about what she calls the toxicity of Westminster. I believe part of that toxicity is caused by her. She goes there, she stands in her daddy's suits, rubbing the marching powder into her gums, pretending it's a Kit Kat, and then says outrageous things from a position of ignorance, which is often the way with the SNP, of course. But now she's, I think, gone maybe one step too far for the SNP, perhaps. Who knows? We'll take a look, see what she's saying, and see if there is any future for her, regardless of where she may wish to stand. There's not a lot of people really want her. Here goes. So this headline, Mhairi Black hints at the toxicity within the SNP, as she says she didn't try to fit in at Westminster. Now, she's previously said Westminster is toxic, but now she's implying the SNP is toxic. I mean, it is. We all know it is. There's nothing surprising there. But, you know, for her to come out and say it, quite damaging. But once again, the Nat MP is launching criticism at Westminster, where she has worked for the last decade. I think work is a very strong word there. I think that's giving it a lot more than what she's actually done. And then she's just saying, I'm calling time. I'm done. I'm out of here, you know. She won't be missed. Certainly the smell will be better. So, you know, she's a bit of a soap dodger by all accounts. Anyway, Mhairi Black has said she suffered while working at Westminster and branding the toxicity as one of the reasons she's stepping down after a decade as an Nat MP. Now, yes, it may well be toxic, but it's always been toxic. It's been toxic for, oh God, when? Henry III, 1216, so 808 years, 807 years? I can't count. Yeah, 807 years. So that's how long it's been toxic. And she's going in and saying, oh, it's toxic. Well, if you know that in advance, why did you so desperately want to be an MP? Now, of course, having branded the SNP toxic as well as Westminster, do you think they're going to be minded to accept you back into the fold and welcome you back into Holyrood? Not without a good wash, anyway. Let's be honest. Anyway, the MP has not been shy about her dislike of the UK government since announcing she will not be standing at the next election. Well, you know, who cares, really? She said her reasons was like a death by 1,000 cuts. And she said if she ever felt comfortable at Westminster, she would take it as a red flag. Oh, good. I mean, honestly, she wouldn't feel comfortable anywhere. She's a very uncomfortable kind of person to be around, isn't she? She's the toxic one. If there's anything toxic at Westminster, she's one of the reasons. She's an awful person. Speaking to the BBC, she said, I think the closer you get to power, I think you're always going to expect a little bit of toxicity. And asked if this was a party political or just power, she did not omit her own party, responding both, to be honest. And now she wants to go up there and go back into power. She's saying how toxic power is, but wants to go to Holyrood to exercise more power and hopefully fight for a seat. Well, with a bit of luck, I mean, this is the great thing. Given how bad it is, with a bit of luck, she won't get a seat in Holyrood because obviously Labour hopefully will whip them out and, you know, basically eviscerate the party. That's assuming there's still a party there for her to join. But if she's slagging off the SNP now, I can't see them welcoming her back with open arms. Anyway, she said, it's across the board. She said, I don't think there's any political party that doesn't suffer from toxicity. She said, with Westminster, my problem is that toxicity is almost formalised in how it operates. So it's within the confines of that building. It's in the confines of every building. If you've never worked in an office environment, love, have you ever worked on a building site, in a factory, There's always that kind of thing, a them and us mentality. Always. Work is toxic. If you truly want to be in an environment where there's no toxicity, take yourself off, live in the wilderness, just you, the bears and the birds. You won't last long, but at least it's not toxic. Anyway, she says that's not how the real world works or should work. And of course, it's exactly how the real world does work. And to think anything else is very naive. She said the Paisley and Renfrewshire South MP said, when you've got people who are making laws for the rest of society in such a pressure cooker, I don't think that best serves the public either. To that point, I will give her a due. I do agree with that. It's not the right environment to make laws because nobody really wants to discuss the things. It's all party political, and they push through things that nobody really wants, but that nobody dares stand up against because they'll be defying the party. We did the video yesterday about the Greens and exactly that. And the members, when they stand up and say, we don't like this, can we change this? And then the leadership will go like, the glare and all this, and they bully them, they castigate them, or with the Greens, castrate them. And they do terrible things. And another one who was guilty of that, of course, is her friend and mentor, Sturgeon. Sturgeon ruled by diktat, and the look you get across the chamber when you said anything against her, she'd give you that look, the wee beady, laser-focused eyes, What's the word? The creature. What's the creature? Harry Potter, second one. Basilisk. She'd give you the basilisk eyes, wouldn't she? Like that, and she'd look. And you were put in your place just with a look. That's no different. That's bullying. That's bullying by glances, but it's still bullying. How dare you speak out against us? And that's as toxic as anything else. And if she can't handle it, then not only should she leave Parliament, which she is, but she should leave politics and go back to the chip shop. Although, for God's sake, if you're going to serve chips, love, wash your hands. Anyway, Miss Black rose to prominence in 2015 as the youngest MP in over 300 years. Now, a decade on, she is yet to rule out standing at Holyrood and strongly suggests she will stay in politics. Oh, dearie me. She might stand for Holyrood. There's no guarantee she will win at Holyrood. And indeed, the people of Scotland would be best pushed, even the SNP supporters would be best pushed to not vote for her. Because if anyone, as I say, is toxic, it is Mhairi Black. Pusher of gentlemen's suits and white Colombian powder. It's Kit Kat, crumble up. It's a Colombian Kit Kat. Just want to be clear. It's not the other thing, is it? Wouldn't dare suggest it's that. No, it's just crumbly old Kit Kat. Sniffed. Coming up. I mean, we can hope, I suppose, that she leaves politics. We can hope that she doesn't go back into Holyrood or anything like that. But it was, was it Jan Lapidoth, I think, who talked about the fallacy of hope, or the futility of hope. He said it was a fallacy. Hope was a fallacy because instead of giving you strength, it actually weakens you. It makes you powerless and it puts you into the hands of others. And so while we hope that she doesn't go into politics, of course, it is a forlorn hope because it means the decision is hers. What we need to do is stop her going into politics. Don't hope that she doesn't. Make an active, proactive choice to not vote for her. Keep her out and let her go and do something more suited to her talents. No, I can't think of anything either. Anyway, I shall stop there. Thank you very much for watching. Do please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a like, leave a comment. Please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and stay well away from Mhairi Black. At least not without a peg on your nose. Bye.